instrumentals, let's go. Thursday. I'm walking down saying all dates with my fiance. It's 8 a.m. and we're passing a 2-liter smoothie jar between us. Something homemade with mango and banana. 2 men in unclean clothes pass. Smile, one says, looking at me as the other snickers. Vikram turns to me and says, what? What did they say? Why did they say that? I still have smoothie in my mouth, but manage to swallow and say loud enough, I fucking hate that. I do, but I'm not quite sure what more I can do, other than swallow and spit out words like fuck. 2 blocks later, and I'm still thinking about that man's teeth, and how I would never want him to smile at me. Somehow contemplative, I say to Vikram that it's the first time that has happened when I've been walking with a man. He still doesn't understand. Why would he ask you to smile? He didn't ask. Monday afternoon. I'm walking down Corn Market and a black man with dreadlocks and a large belly draped in a Marie Curie charity poncho says, you have a beautiful face, smile. I walk past, stop in the street, and feel unexpected tears forming behind my oversized sunglasses. I come back to my feet, make them walk to the bank, while all the while I'm wondering what words I could say, wondering if I should go back and get his name. Tell the charity honoring the first woman to ever win the Nobel Prize what one of their representatives is saying on the streets. Inside the bank, the teller is a woman. She smiles at me and I keep my celebrity sunglasses glued over my baby browns because all I want to do now is cry and tell her that she is so beautiful. I want to apologize to her for anyone who has ever told her to smile. After seeing the teller, I go back to Corn Market. I watch the rotund yellow sun moving about the street, and I stop behind him, wait for him to finish his speech to a couple all about Marie Curie and cancer care. When he turns around, he puts his hands up like I have a gun. I say to him, like a good girl, like an obedient girl, hey, I don't want to fight with you, and I really don't. But what you said to me, to smile and that I have a beautiful face, you would never say that to a man. His Afro-Caribbean accent enters the air, and he tells me that he would, but I have my doubts. But I so desperately want to give him the benefit of the doubt. He takes my hand, tells me that his name is Stephen. He's a teacher. He tries to always remain in a vein of gratitude. My doubts almost dissipate until I'm walking away, and he says, I'll be here later if you want to get lunch. Back at Pembroke, I fall into Nick, hugging this gay friend because honestly, he is one of the only men I can stand to have look at me right now. Monday night. Vikram and I are rushing after the faculty meeting, quickly walking through the streets, the weight of our words and photographs and laptops slung over our shoulders. We pass 2 South Asian British men, boys. She's fit, bruv, yeah? Yeah, she's fit. My sunglasses seem to instinctively slide over my crown because what's worse is that now I don't even know if they're joking or being serious. Or if they're somehow racist and have a problem seeing a cappuccino couple walk by. Vikram turns back to them and in all his glorious innocence says, what? Nothing, bruv, nothing. No, you said something. Was it to me? He is incredulous and naive. He didn't hear them, and now all they can say is, nah, I thought he was my mate. Fucking assholes, I say. We keep going, and I later wonder aloud what he would have done anyway if he had heard them. You can't define honor from the dishonorable. Tuesday, today. I hate that there is some kind of hate brewing in my veins. Marianne Williamson says that what isn't love is fear, and am I really afraid of these men? Maybe yes, but maybe I'm afraid of something a little more sinister. I overheard one of my students say today, I shouldn't. I'm supposed to be on a diet. And suddenly I want my sunglasses again because all I can see is this beautiful young woman who to me is not supposed to be anything other than her own brand of beautiful. But then again, here I am, just over 30, supposed to be a yogi. And I weighed myself today for the first time in 2 months. In 2 years, I have gained 10 pounds. In 2 years, I have fallen madly in love with a man who also loves food and has a metabolism that could fire a small engine. I have fallen madly in love with a man who takes photographs for fashion magazines of sometimes scantily clad women who to me often appear far more diseased in mind and body, plagued by need to be something other than just slender. A friend said to me recently, "So, what is it like to have a Vogue fashion photographer tell you you're beautiful?" It's like having my best friend tell me I'm beautiful. She meant well, but I know there are people who wonder, some shallow, some not, about how a man who spends his career photographing so-called beautiful women has fallen in love with a US size 10 who spent her childhood being bullied about her weight and the complexities of her brain. When I was 10, before I really understood rape, I prayed to God that I would be raped because I thought no one would ever want to have sex with me. Let me repeat that. When I was 10, before I understood rape, I prayed to God that I would be raped because I thought no one would ever have sex with me. Somehow at 10, I hadn't yet internalized the violence and catastrophe of violation, but I had already understood that my body was wrong. My body that had functional bones and organs, muscles that moved and grew, wasn't worthy of a man. That's what I knew then. And today, hate pushes its ugly way through my healthy vegan veins, through my bendy yoga body, through my scars that tell of old stories now of cancer and triumph. Hate somehow has pushed its way into all the beauty. Of them, who think I should smile for them because they said so, because they have dicks between their legs and somehow they too internalize the lesson along this life that having a and I'm not always so vulgar. And I'd rather use other more couth and smartly chosen words, but this is where rage has landed me. This is where rage has landed us. At fuck yous and the mercy of cursing because there is a glass ceiling and nothing else is even putting a chip in it. I want to shatter that roof, for the chandelier to break over every head and for every girl with a resting bitch face to run into the streets and stare at all the eyelashes dripping with blood from crowns that have been cut with shards that say no more. I want every fat girl who has ever been told she has a beautiful face to take off all her clothes, and to demand that she be told her thighs are beautiful, to hear that her belly is beautiful, and to know that her life is beautiful. I want there to be more than fuck yous in poetry. I want there to be faith running through my veins again. I want there to be something other than this. But all I can say is this. Please be it. Please be it. Please be it. And don't you dare ever tell me to smile.